smokes!
It was October, and the dreaming tree was on fire. A sure sign that our hills were at peak foliage. And without any major fall trips planned, my days kept bouncing between working at the cabin and editing in my office. I had taken on a few new clients to do some projects that really made sense for me and would help fund the cabin build. I was balancing a lot of plates at once, which usually happens during the fall. But where there's challenge, there's growth. The phrase, "nothing good comes easy," sat in the forefront of my mind through these days. And the beauty of fall seemed to keep me grounded. Most of how I make my living is through the internet, though I love working with my hands more than anything. And days spent at the cabin with my best friends, bringing a dream to life, are my favorite. But the reality is that those days can't happen if I'm not dedicating time to working on my computer. So when Netgear reached out and asked me to try their new Orbi 4G LTE Wi-Fi router, I was genuinely excited, because it would be the perfect way to stay connected and get my work done during the cabin build. It takes a nano SIM card, either from your phone or the one that comes with the router, and it runs off of LTE. It allows you to build your own networks and even guest networks. So for me, I can be secluded in the middle of nowhere and have the same connectivity I have in my office. I'm not kidding when I say it changed my life this fall. And it also allowed for a nice change of pace from my usual editing bay. The Orbi has a super clean app where you can manage all the different features like parental controls and Netgear Armor, which protects you from cyber threats. It'll cover up to 2,000 square feet with speeds up to 2.2 gigabytes per second. So I can send large email attachments to clients, update my stores, and do everything I need to do to make Trout and Coffee happen.
All right, I'll be down.
Come on!
I'm coming, I just gotta send this off.
Come on, man! Stones in the machines.
Yeah. All right, let's lay this.
Very long time, it's just...
It's allowed me to maintain balance and keep things moving this fall. And I wouldn't suggest it if I didn't actually use it myself. So to anyone who has a secluded cabin or a vacation spot that they want to keep connected, the Orbi is the perfect solution. Visit the link in the video description to learn more about the Orbi and how it's the newest and simplest way to stay connected. So one October evening, after working on the cabin driveway all day, John asked if I wanted to come split wood while he tended to his garden. His yard was peak foliage, and that's the thing I love about our hills. It's not really about big grand views, but rather little cozy nooks like this. Simon once said that the Berkshires always felt like a warm hug, as opposed to the openness of the Wild West where he now spends most of his days.
You got these trees lighting up, huh?
Mm-hmm. You got most beautiful stuff.
Most beautiful what?
Stuff. Trees, apples, PVC.
And then one day my mom was walking on a back road and texted me saying the colors were unbelievable and that I had to come see. So I met her there and we filmed the giveaway for my Patreon where we gave away a canvas print and one of her handmade goods. And I ran around after, chasing colors. A storm was afoot, so this was potentially my last chance before the leaves got knocked off. And then John met up with me after he got out of work and told me some job site stories while the leaves whirled in the fields behind him. And it's these brief and seemingly insignificant moments that I savor, as they are the water that keeps my glass half full. And within the span of an hour, a beautiful fall day turned to rain and hail. The hail was knocking the leaves off and making for a pretty unique experience. And then the wind started, and that's what led to this moment.
Holy smokes! Oh my god! Wow!
The power of nature always puts things into perspective. The earth will always be in control. Rain and lightning and falling leaves. It was hauntingly beautiful. Towards sunset, the storm broke and pastels melted into the clouds. And I drove along the road that I drive every day with a full heart, admiring the oranges and blues of those October skies. And fall waned on, and the days kept getting colder and colder. was one week that I took completely off from the office to work on the driveway with John. And I'd take off over the mountain with the rising sun, and pass through my favorite little neighborhood with the golden glow, admiring the humble homes and the idea of settling down, knowing it's not for me, but appreciating it all the same. And before getting to the cabin, I'd make the most of the morning light and poke around my favorite spots. Solo drives are a part of what keeps me grounded. One afternoon, we all met at Simon's cabin to help him with a few things.
What's up? How are ya? Got
Wow, the screen is so big.
It's way heftier.
It's way, like, it feels more legit.
Oh, we're talking about LLBs?
Yeah.
It makes me so happy when everyone gets together. These little gatherings with close friends are priceless. And I kept checking in on my favorite spots, and it seemed like the foliage was just coming in waves. One day it would look flat, and a few days later there would be a vibrant refresh. That's the thing about fall. Certain trees take longer to turn than others, and all it takes is one tree to make a beautiful fall scene. So in that way, the foliage can last for many weeks. Even though the hills and the big views might be the first to go bare, the understory and the big hardy trees tend to hold on a lot longer. Some of the colors were so bright and vibrant against the blue sky that they didn't even look real. And as the driveway build continued, I ordered over 150 shrubs and trees that my mom began planting on the edges.
I wonder if I should wear shorts. Probably.
I had to hire an environmental consultant to finish the driveway since it's near a river, and he created an extensive plan to keep everything kosher. I can't wait to show you how beautiful it's going to be once it's done. My friends and I have truly put our hearts and souls into building this, and I cannot wait to finally enjoy what we've created together. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of money, and a lot of stress, but I've met more good people and learned more than I ever expected through it all, and that's worth more than anything. And then one morning, Noah, Simon, and I met at the old church for sunrise, and I drove over the mountain through blue autumn morning with warm cup of red October. And we walked around the old streets as the sun made mist rise off the river. And it was on days like this that I'd get home at night and write in my journal, trying to bottle up the feeling forever. 'Cause these simple days with my friends in my hills are my everything.